Hi, you're watching the weekly technology report by FinancialMirror.tv. Steve Jobs is back at Apple and has just announced at the Macworld the new Ipod Nano 5th generation MP3 player and the new 3rd generation Ipod Touch. The Apple Ipod Nano's screen size has increased a couple of inches and it now comes in a brushed aluminium chassis. The big news is the VGA video camera on the rear of the device. You can use the center button to take video and then upload to iTunes, iMovie or email for social networking goodness. As expected, the VGA camera and tiny optics will only be able to take basic web quality clips, but as a minute video camera, it's one of the world's smallest. However, it only records videos and not still images. According to Jobs, apparently that's a technical decision. He said that the sensors you need to record video are extremely thin, able to slip effortlessly into a nano. On the other side, the ones with enough resolution for stills, especially with autofocus such as the sensor in the iPhone, are too thick for the Nano right now. Gizmodo.com tested the Ipod Nano's video camera and the crazy video record filters. They claim that the Nano is fun, but the camera itself is positioned awkwardly. The camera's unfortunate placement is due to there not being enough space to cram it under the screen. The accelerometer adjusts if you want to hold it some other way, but the natural position for taking video is made harder by the location of the lens. The Nano's user interface performance is impressive. The loading animation scales at a very high frame rate, and then 4 video filters can be previewed at once in real time. Another interesting development is Apple's own pedometer. Accompanying Nike, Apple's bespoke running machine uses the Nano's built-in accelerometer to measure steps and distance. The 8GB model costs £115 sterling or about $200. The 16GB costs £135 or $225. A red model exclusive to the Apple Store is also available. Kudos to Jobs on enhancing the Nano, but we think they could have definitely come up with more extra features than its predecessor. As for the Ipod Touch 3rd generation, it was not exciting. Now available in a 64GB model, valued at just under $400, the new Ipod Touch is supposedly 50% faster than its predecessors. So applications launch faster and web pages load in a fraction of the time, just like the difference between iPhone 3G and iPhone 3GS. The Ipod Touch comes also in 8, 32 and 64GB versions starting from $200. However, only the new 32 and 64GB version has a faster processor. Also, like the iPhone 3GS, the graphics processor in the new Ipod Touch has OpenGL ES 2.0 capability. Oh, and did we mention that they decided not to integrate a camera on the Ipod Touch? Steve Jobs was interviewed by the New York Times about why they didn't include a camera, and Steve's answer was that they started to see the Ipod Touch as a game machine. Apple didn't need to add new features in order to make the device as cheap as possible. Tune in next week for another tech update by FinancialMirror.tv.